Testing, testing, 1, 2. There we go. All right, let's see. Good morning, good morning. So this morning, the first thing that I saw popping up was SBET. Do not see a catalyst with it. The news was from last week. Let's see. Sharplink Gaming. This is that gaming company from last week. Let me zoom back to where it was. Oh, I remember. Yeah, it halted down. And I got going around the $5 level. So popped up during pre-market, no catalyst. We had a long weekend, so this is the first day. I don't know who would be hungry enough to jump on this one this morning, but yeah, it got up to 12 bucks at a high. Up 52%. Kind of bouncing around there. Float on this one is under a million, 620,000. Relative volume is, where is that relative? 6 day, 24 times the norm, but no catalyst. So I'm waiting on something to pop up other than this to be its competition on the day. Let's see, what else was I doing? Let's see where all the cryptos are this morning. Where are you sitting? Okay, looks like Bitcoin is still up towards that 110 level, 109 level. It's really taking its time, but I'm okay with it. It's slowly dragging everything else up with it. We're about to close out another month, man. We're halfway through the year now. Already looking towards 2026. And the world hasn't ended yet. So I guess we did pretty good on the first half. This is the 1 minute. Let's go look at the 5 and the 15. 5 minute more definite formation there. Then on the 15, we can see it hit that high 1204. It definitely looks like it's downtrending a bit. ATR high there is at those 759s. It's quite a ways. It held that for a little bit, popped up, and now it's going to have to hold again. The point of control is right at $10 on the 15 minute. Where is it on the 5? The 5 is at 1087. On the 1, it is at 1121. So it's below the point of control on the 1. It's slowly working its way down. One thing about those short weekends is, as companies trying to drop news and all of that, when do they actually do it? A lot of times Monday morning is when they'll, sneak everything in. But on a Tuesday, it's a little bit different. You know, it's a little bit slower, I would say. Selling, nothing to see here. Say he's selling his RDDT. RDDT. Oh yeah, it got up there, didn't it? Okay, so let's look at this. So I can move from 95 bucks up here to 104. That's Reddit. Reddit. I don't know what happened with Reddit. What made you sell? Let's go look. May 1st. Last news I'm seeing on it is May 1st. They had their first quarter 2025 results. Thursday, April 10th. Let's go look at all. Okay, today is May 27th. That news is on high growth company with an undeniable moat. Oh, wow, you just sold on good news. You're like, oh, good news. Let's get out of there. I don't know. But that was this morning at 5:59 a.m. And then it got some news on Saturday. What? No, it's not that one. Reddit Steve Ladd, they did a Form 4. United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Let's see. Statement of changes in beneficial ownership. Issuer name, Reddit. Okay. Hmm. Changes in ownership. I guess that could be a reason to get on out of there. The change of ownership could get a little murky. Lee Benjamin Siam, Chief Legal Officer, going for. Okay, so there's a couple of changes in ownership. Let's go and look at actual things. Nothing was actually released from the company, though. Just SEC filings there. Okay. Back over to. So SFED is the only one up there without a catalyst. Let's look at the SPY as well. So the SPY had a little bit of a gap up. Okay. So gapped up from 578. So that means the NQ probably gapped up too. Let's go look at that. NQ came down here and touched the 20,000s last week. Then the next session, it was back into the 21s, and now it is touching the 21s, looking towards the 22s. Has an ATR high up here of 21. What is that ATR high? Right here, 21,430. Right up there. But it is above its previous ATR, so quite a bit. But this is the beginning of a short week, 4 days to trade, so we'll see how that pans out. Had a previous level up here, gap fill back here from January 31st at 21,535 that we saw. Has not quite gotten to that. Touched it a couple of times last week though, or is it last week or the week before? So at some point. Looking for something to run up. This one only has 5.89 million shares on it. $756. Okay. Looking for you to move. So it's 30 minutes past that 6 o'clock, which is when it started kind of popping. So it had actually started popping way before. Let's see, what, 3:15 this morning, 3 o'clock this morning. And I was definitely not up at that time. Let's see. So selling your you guys see any other small caps or mid caps or whatever you want to? Usually mid caps and large caps are kind of hard to see during the day. I mean during the pre-market because their volume is kind of low. But some of them have some type of catalyst. But I usually for mid caps and large caps, I like to see it have at least one, one RVOL. Doesn't have to be multiples, but just to kind of start looking at it, where is it going? Because a lot of those, when they get a trend started, there's so much money moving in one direction, you can just kind of ride the flow. It's not as finicky as a small cap. Okay. That $10 level, man. 50 cents away to the $10, and then it'll start probably giving out. All right, so funds with a 7 trillion in cash to deploy await Nvidia results. The sideline cash means upbeat Nvidia earnings could bode well for a rally in US stocks. Let's see. Trade talks, EU puts crucial sectors on the table. How retail investors won round one of tariff volatility. Why Nvidia's rise signals bad news for climate goals. Trump's tariffs prompts firefighting response from Fed researchers. Nvidia played a central role in 306 billion AI startup boom. Okay. So Nvidia is definitely in the news today. Salesforce nears $8 billion deal for Informatica. U.S. government may hold some U.S. steel shares in Nippon Steel Deal or Nippon Steel Deal. Kyoto says. Let me go look at Nvidia. Why is it all plastered across the board here? SBET waking back up. Let me go Nvidia. Probably gapped up as well. Yep, look at there. Gap up just like with the SPY and the NQ. So 131 all the way up here to 134, and is kind of just sitting around this 134 level. Tesla's monthly sales in Europe plunged by half, signaling backlash against Musk runs deep. Okay, so let's look. Maybe this one did not gap up. We'll see. I'm thinking it did. Yep, it did. So even with that news, it's still following the market pretty well. U.S. stocks futures soar after Trump's UE tariff reprieve. Tesla sales dropped 49%. So we just saw that one. Fed may not cut rates until Q4, portfolio manager says. What is this? How student loan forgiveness works under Trump. What's that talking about? IDR forgiveness. Perkins loan, all that good stuff. Okay. Public service. You do a bankruptcy discharge on your student loans, you're going to crash your credit score. Borrow, defense repayment, okay. Close to death discharge, yeah. Fake your death or, not. False certification discharge. Total and permanent disability discharge. Interesting. Hopefully nobody goes breaking their leg on purpose with that permanent limp. All right, so let's go look at crypto news. I know they're talking about this Bitcoin breaking over 110. Doge, billions in cuts will cost Americans billions. What that means for your wallet. Crypto enthusiasts are waiting to see if Bitcoin can surpass its record. Of course it can. It already been up to whatever. Yeah, all of it is talking about it being near record highs. So definitely not time to be a buyer anymore. Time to just hold. Oh, let's see. Use crypto. Let me see if anything else has popped up. Nope. Just SBET still playing around with people's souls up here. SBET just throwing a bunch of wicks. 12, 11.27. Definitely looking like a dropper. All right. Tariff updates. What kind of updates do we have out here? I probably should be looking at this news feed as well on my Benzinga. All right, so for today, we have Amazon Quantum Computing stocks in focus, NVIDIA, SAP, Gemini, Mistral AI partner to offer AI solutions for regulated industries, Bank of Nova Scotia, I don't mess with banks, Infosys to implement AI-powered digital workspace for EON employees, Next Tracker bolsters in India presence. Okay. Asian markets mixed, Europe gains. Dollar strengthens on EU tariff delay. U.S. stocks likely to open higher after S&P 500's four-day fall. Market is risk off, says expert. Why is total industry stock trading higher on Tuesday? WeRide stock is soaring Tuesday. What's driving the action? That's a Chinese self-driving company, WeRide Inc. Surged after announcing expansion into Saudi Arabia and with robo-taxi. Okay. So those are the little news drops on there. Let's see what the sources I had. I had press releases from companies and BZ. I really would just like press releases and SEC. Really don't care about that so much. Not that much stuff. So I guess I would need to turn this on. Let's see. BZ Wire. We got after hours, hot, insurance, okay, regions, transactions, blogs and reporter headlines. Don't really care about all that. I guess I could look through it. I'll turn it on. Let me see. So 20 things there. Benzinga signals. You know what? Let me just turn everything on and see what all is on today. Worldwide headlines. Okay. Did I just accidentally reset that? I did. Done. Now for today, we got way more stuff, which I may not care about. I'm not about to read all this. New stuff popping in. Uh-oh, there's things I don't understand. Prothena Corporation. Oh yeah, now the news is rolling. I don't want that. Let's go and take off blogs and reporters. I guarantee you they're spitting some. Yeah. Benzinga wire translations. Oh, okay. French. Hey, I don't need all that. SPET just becoming a overall problem for today. Jumping up from 10 back to 12. Just looked over and I was like, whoa. Second time being up here with no catalyst. Up 78%. Back to the highs. Yeah, I don't. Oh, something just popped up. Hollow just popped up. Ugh. So I got SPET and Hollow up here. HOLO. HOLO is usually some type, I believe it is a Chinese stock. It's up 24%, but 5 million shares up. Yeah. It just popped in as a low float. Arval. Yeah. So at least we got two. And looking at these two, no press releases on them. Don't even know why Hollow is up. It has came up here and hit the ATR high, bounced through there like up to 8, but just not seeing any kind of catalyst there. Okay. SBET looks like it's coming down now. So SBET and Hollow are leading, which is not a great sign for Tuesday. Not seeing catalyst for either one of these. Top side on this one was 1239. Coming on back down in the 15-minute is looking kind of drastic. This is a 15-minute. So we will see if this is an actual downtrend. Don't know yet, but it's making some moves. Let's go look at Hollow. Well, Hollow, I'd really it just looked like death anyway. It's only up 23 something percent. So most eyes are on SBET anyway. I notice I do better on days where there is more than one mover for sure, especially when there's one mover with catalysts and then all of the other ones just don't have catalysts, and that one mover starts to outperform. That's some pretty good money for me. But as of now, just waiting for SBET to fall. Room all the way down to that $10 level. 6:50, 10 minutes before the top of the hour. And we'll see if new volume comes into these. It looks like $12 became some type of a top for this one. Around at 12. It's knocking to go back down, but I don't know if it's going to. Top side of this is 1163. Now it's knocking to go back up. This could be the continuation of a downtrend here. Engulfing candle right there. Not really breaking down though. 1138. 7 minutes left to the top of the hour. $11.37. Mm. So 11.25, that $0.25 level, holding right above that. Mm-hmm. So I kind of trade a little weird here. There's another 11.30 tap. 20, almost 25, and then it bounces back up. Still a lower high. Yeah, there's definitely got to be something better than this. Point of control right there. Just tap the 11.75. Let's see if we can get back under this 11.50. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. All right, 2 minutes left. Looks like it's kind of following this trend, especially after this top and tail here on the one up to 11.75. Just needs to break down that 11.40 again towards the 11.25s. 1 minute to the top of the hour, 7 o'clock. Well, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Multiple wicks up here towards this 1150. Will it show us new volume towards the downside? Is the question. About 30 seconds left. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Wick all the way up there to 1201. All the way. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This can't be real, right? It'll pop back up, right? Okay. Bottom all the way down there to 1020, but I don't think that wick is actually happened. Okay. So out of nowhere, big pops from 1021 up here to 13. And again, I'm not sure. This is the top of the hour, 7 o'clock. Yeah, I'm not sure about that move. We'll see. Kind of snatching back towards these levels here. I'll see. Wow. The news. Oh, news did just pop on it. That's why. I'm tripping. I'll resume. What news popped out on it? So this morning it got a $425 million private placement to initiate Ethereum treasury strategy. So crypto strategy. And it just went from what? $11. I didn't even see the news pop out. Let me see. Oh, okay, I see why. Just dropped news from freaking what, 13 all the way to 21. And now it has news up 224%. That's insane. Could do a round trip. It's moving a whole lot in a little bit of time. This thing just went from $12 up to $33. So yeah, uh-oh. $35 back to 2026. Well, they dropped that news right on 7 o'clock. I just looked over, I was like, wait a minute, that's news right there. And these are 1 minute candles. So in 1 minute, it went from 22 up to 35. And that last minute, it went from 13 up to 22. Interesting. And what does that downwards move look like? 21. Yeah, that was an insane move right there on SBET. News drop at the top of the hour. Broke this little high of 1231 and absolutely ripped. The only way you would have known to do that breakout is if you saw the news, did the breakout at the same time. I don't know. Somebody did it, right? It's like it wants to come back under 20. But very, very high top and tail up here. 25.14. So really no confirmed anything on this one. Just big. I mean, a really, really huge range. Let's see. Almost a 40 cent range at sometimes. That is what I'm seeing between the bid and the ask. 40, 50 cent. Well, really, yeah, maybe a little bit more than that. Hmm. Will it close under 25.14? Actually, under 25, I guess would be the question. 15 seconds left. Yeah, this one is got catalyst, got the RVOL, got everything, but this unexpected move definitely leaves some yeah, I don't know what to do with this. This is crazy. The range is so big, it's insane. It just moved from 25 to 27 and snapped back down. Okay, so are we starting to see some type of trend here? Got a previous high right here, 35. We just hit something here. Whoops. I don't even know how to, this confirmation is crazy. I don't even think that'll hold. Nope. Throwing a wick up there, you're gonna have to wait. It's too steep, looks like. And the high up here, 28s. I'm just not, it's just so steep. I'm just not sure. So there's two top and tail wicks on the one, two definite points where it was not able to make a higher 1 minute candle. Now back to that flat top we were looking at 25. What is Ethereum doing right now? Let's see, ETH. So Ethereum came down here. I mean, it is up. It's pretty green. I don't know. Coming back towards those 25s again. Will it be able to break it down this time? I'm gonna look at the 5 minute. I'm looking at the one. Let's see, 5 minutes, lower high. Zoom back to the 15. Yeah, okay. Closing this candle in about now. Still not able to break down yet. Kind of a flat top up in here at 26. But it hasn't been able to build over that yet. Okay, a little snap down there. Okay, so now are we getting something that is more definite? Still too steep. I really don't like the steepness of this. 23s has a bottom all the way down back to the 19s. Hit the 23s right there. Mm. 5 minutes red, 1 minute, 5 minutes red, 15 minutes still green. How does this one follow the it doesn't really follow the SPY or anything. It's a slow follower. So slowing down around this $23. Has 14 million shares traded on it. Come on, 715. Okay. Previous bottom was down there in 1984. 5 minute looking very bearish right now. So reach down there, hit a bottom of 2021. But still, I can't really see any kind of trend here yet. Kind of just popping and dropping. I don't know where this thing wants to confirm a downtrend, but it has not yet. 22s just needs to crash out this level 21, 25 basically. But I don't know if it can. So closing below that level. Still haven't seen anything else pop on other than SBET. It does have catalysts on the day. That's one thing it does have, but $21, $22. Very hard one to read here. Hmm. When the ask gets below that 22, it may be whoa, look at that. Okay. So retesting into this level. Wow, this thing is really insane. Okay. So bottom here would be the 21, and this thing is just continuing to bottle up. High there of 23.71. But I still haven't got confirmation of a trend yet. It's kind of just in consolidation. Oh, the second time it's come down here without a dump, without a plummet. Oh, the screen's black. Whoa. What in the world? Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm sitting here looking at the S bet. My bad. Yeah. Looking at S bet. Try to crash out here. Hasn't yet pulled it off. Continues to hold this 22.32 level. 23.37. So it's come up here 1, 2. So 1 failure, 2 failure, and this will be the third go. I didn't even realize my screen was black. Okay, so it got pushed down 3 times. All right. Oh, now what? Is it ready to get over this 23 is the question. 23 bucks. 23. See if it how it holds here. This 22. Still no real confirmation as far as a trend, but we are seeing some consolidation in here. 2309. Yeah, pretty much 8 Mile. All right, let's see. Coming back up here, bottom side, break back into that level. What is that going to look like? A break back into the 2250s. Yeah, I'm pretty live during pre-markets, and then I get on out of here. Got to get to work on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, those are pretty hot days as well. But I'm trying to get some more pre-market trading in. Okay, holding there a little bit. Still has not dumped. It's a little taste of a dump. 2150. So back over 2214 would be a little bit of a surprise back up to the top here. I'm looking at the 5 minute as well. Trying to see what this thing wants to do down here to the bottom. Going back up. And we get over those 22 strong. No. No, no, no. Yeah. Still no confirmation on the trend. Okay. So this previous one is 2235. 22. Coming down to this previous level, 21. Then it has another one down here, 19. I don't know which one. Could be some type of favorable position, but right now on the 5 doesn't look super healthy. It's gonna have to get back over that 2235. Okay, so at this point, a pop back over 22 would be ideal. 2150. It's gonna pop down, pop through. 21s. Come on, put me in there. Okay, I'm in there. Looking for a test up. So this previous level, I'm looking for it to build off of this. My out is going to be down here under the 2096. Let's see where we can go. Looking for that breakup above this level of the 23s, if possible. Broke back into this level here. Okay, with previous level up here, 2519-ish looking. See if it can build off this. It does have catalysts on the day, but I was just trying to see if I could get a play here. Maybe I can't, maybe I can't, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to be ready to dump out under this 21. This level has come down to a couple of times here. Entry price was 23.19, so a little bit past that 23, but that's okay. Looking for it to exit consolidation and try to go back up. There we go. Back up here to 25.12 was that first mark period. So let's go ahead and See what it can do up there. Can it break that 24.99? Getting a little bit of an uptrend, but not confirmed yet. Five-minute showing green, 15 minutes showing green. I just want to see it test through this 25.33 level. No confirmed trend though. Oh, I'm about to get ready to get up and out of here though, for real. It's gonna have to test this top side of 24.85 there if buyers can come in. And it had a top side up here of 26.47. So looking to take some on this first tap up here to 25.12. That'll be $2 in the profit or something like that. And then the next one will be 26.58 looks like. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, so bottom side right here of 23.46 would leave me with the win anyway. I want to see if it can get on up there. Nice. Okay, so that's the first level. Let's go ahead and sell a little bit there. And that's the second level. Can it blast through that level or is it going to turn around? Blast through or turn around? Let's see 26s. No 26s. Okay. Was not able to do it on that try. May end up needing to take some off here then if it's not gonna keep showing me red. I need to see those 90s. Can I see 25, 50s, 70s? Okay. Okay. Can I see any green? Any green? So at this point, back under 22.50, I'm gonna have to cut on out of here if it's not acting right. It did reach a previous point of trouble. So I wanted to see, you know, are these people gonna get nervous here or what? Bottom side of this is 24.50. So definitely don't want it to go all the way back down to my stop. So basically I'm risking 30 bucks down here. So it's $33 risk used. I'm up 28 and I just don't want to go back and into this consolidation level. I like it to stay out of this level here. But we need a 1 minute break and people will get a little bit excited over the 25.61. I'm looking for that break of this little level up here of 26.44 if it can do it. And I would definitely be trying to stop out around this 23.19, my break even, if it doesn't want to play ball. Let me activate it at 23.19. That's where I want to stop if it doesn't want to play. Okay, 23.19 is I'm stopping out there. That's break even. Looking for that first one. Let's see. 25.50. This is a lower high that I'm playing into. And we see that green pullback. Any green at all. Okay. If it can break out, whatever candle goes green, that'll be my new stop there. So 24.15 if it can get going green here. May not be able to do it. 24.50 is what we're looking for. Waiting for the close of this candle though. Okay. Can we get back over 24.60, whatever that is? So this one, what is this? 23.81. $24s need to hold here if possible. Not, I'm ready to stop. Okay, so now new stop. If it breaks over this high of 24.85, this will be my new stop of 23.74 if it could do it. Okay, so new stop right there. What's this level? 23.74. Okay, break down to that level, I'm selling out. Out. Yep. So that one, I did not want to catch that that little zig down. That's an engulfing candle. I can't play with that. Even if it does snap up, I wanted to see it go. Little pullback into a go, but whatever. I got to get out of here anyway. Yeah, I wasn't about to hold that. I'm thinking it's gonna go ahead and splash down through this bottom. Anyway, I'm about to get ready to go. Like I said, small risk in these pre-market trades, nothing crazy. It may end up going, probably will. It's got catalysts and all that. I just got weak hands because I got to go. So I don't want to be letting this thing go while I'm on the road. And I come back and it's at 10 bucks. But anyway, I'm going to be watching this and throughout the day to see, what else it wants to do. But I got to get out of here for real. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow pre-market. This one was a short weekend trade, coming off of that. And I was looking for this thing to just get some nice green bars out here, but can't do it. Reach this point of struggle again and continue to see failure around this 25 level. It may come back up during the day at some point, but I just I'm not going to put my trust in it while I'm not here to manage it. Anyway, that's it for today. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.